Storms carve out destruction in a local community. You're looking at video from the area near Hillsville in Carroll County, where homes are damaged and trees knocked down. Thanks for joining us for WFXR News at Noon. I'm Evan Johnson. We are following breaking news this afternoon. Extreme storm damage after last night's possible tornado.
And I'm Amanda Kenny, live in Carroll County. We're in front of the elementary school, which is closed today because the emergency services are using it as a command center. So let's take a look at some of the damage that we have seen overnight and into this morning. Trees are uprooted, homes are damaged, structures completely knocked down. The good news, though, nobody was hurt in this storm overnight. We do have a team of reporters and meteorologists working on this story today. We're going to begin this half hour with Hazel Marie Anderson. Hazel, I know you've been here all morning long, speaking with neighbors, speaking with emergency services. What exactly, has it been like for these folks over the past few hours?
I want to say sobering. People have been talking about how grateful they are that, there have been no reports of any injuries. I also want to say that there's been a sense of community, a sense of family here in Carroll County. Folks have been coming in. Like, we were on Gladsboro Road, and I will say, just to paint a picture, we drove in early this morning. You couldn't see anything, and then all of a sudden you saw a playhouse where you would assume would be in the backyard, but it was in the tree line. Then as we drove up, we saw the house. It's a two-story home, and the roof was completely gone. You can assume that there was a porch there that was completely gone. We saw a tree on top of a pickup truck. We saw on the other side of the road, we did get to speak to the neighbor, and those pine trees were completely gone. In fact, we did a live shot in the 7 or 8 o'clock hour, and then all of a sudden the tree snapped right next to us. I mean, it's still a dangerous situation out here, but folks are still just trying to think of the positive. And when we did arrive, we did speak to a neighbor of the person whose home that we were talking about earlier, who lived across the street, and we asked him what happened, what could you tell us? Listen to what he had to say.
He said that when it hit, that he threw his wife into the floor and run over and grabbed Aspen, his little girl, and threw her on the floor, and he got on top of him, and he said that he thought it was going to suck him out of the house. He said he actually thought it was going to, pick him up.
So once again, he's talking about his neighbor who lives across the road from him. And in fact, he said that there was a moment in between the storms where the winds were really starting to go, and they both came out of their house just to check on one another. That's the sense of family. That's the sense of community that we're talking about. And so once again, as people are starting to grasp what the damage is and assess, and it's just, once again, people are just grateful that no one was hurt. And I can't help but keep on reiterating the importance of having those alarms on. In fact, the gentleman you just heard he says he never has those alarms and he never really pays attention to it. And in fact, right before the storm hit, his phone alarm went off for a tornado warning, and then that's what it was. And then he realized. In fact, you were talking to him, and he said he only had 20 minutes of sleep?
Yeah, he's been up all night long. Lucky for him, though, like you said, this is an incredible community. As soon as daylight hit, folks were up and down the roads asking if anyone needs help, asking if anyone needs water or a warm meal. They were just passing out hot biscuits.
Yes.
Absolutely incredible.
I mean, they even embraced us as part of their family and wanted to make sure we were okay. So that's the thing. That's the sense of family that we're getting. That's the sense of love for their town. Once again, we're going to keep you updated as things unfold. Just head to our website, WFXRTV.com, and also make sure you download that app, because just one alert can save a life.
Yeah, absolutely. And so, while the folks of Carroll County, they're kind of picking up the pieces, they're cleaning up after the storm this morning. There's a lot to clean up. The National Weather Service, they're going to they do have a team right near on the ground, and they are investigating today, and they are trying to determine whether or not a tornado actually caused all of this destruction. So that's what folks definitely want to know. I'm going to bring in Damon Reynolds in now. You were able to talk to them for a bit today, the National Weather Service.
Yes, I did. I talked to Gary Bergeron, who's actually the director for the emergency services, and he said that it would take some time to assess this damage. Now, he did say that they received calls earlier last night that really detailed high, strong winds, but he also said that it still was no indication of an actual tornado, but rather just a straight line at the time. But today, as he connects with the National Weather Service, they will actually be assessing some damage along the roads. There was also some tree debris around on some of the highways, on some of the roads that they'll look at, and then they will actually be able to determine if it was a tornado. Now, I did speak with Gary, and he also says that he can't remember seeing a weather inclement of this magnitude in recent memory.
Other than the derecho event 10+ years ago that come through, that real true straight line weather event, we've had some other high wind issues, but nothing that has really kind of profiled itself as what we're dealing with from last night, the extent of the structural damage and those things.
Now, Bergeron will meet with the National Weather Service. He's actually meeting with them currently. I'll be following them for the rest of the day, actually going to some of the sites to see what that damage exactly was. Amanda, back to you.
All right, Damon, thank you. Now, as you can see, still no word on exactly whether this was a tornado or straight line winds. Severe damage. The good news, of course, nobody was injured. We will continue our coverage all day long and through the evening, and you can always stay up to date at WFXRTV.com. And as we learned, all important, the app for any kind of alerts you may need to know in a situation like this. Evan, back to you.
All right, Amanda. So still a couple of unanswered questions that we are working to get answered this afternoon. And when we find out, we're going to let our viewers know from the app, also online, and then right here on air. But as Hazel Marie was saying, Virginia's motto, Amanda, is Virginia is for lovers. And it seems like that neighborly love has really been shown during this time of need for a few families out there.
Yeah, absolutely. It really is incredible to kind of see the community come together, continuously seeing cars drive by, asking, even us too. I mean, we don't get that often. The media doesn't get that often where they're asking us, do we need a hot meal? Do we need water? That's just how loving and caring this community is.
All right, Amanda, thanks so much. Well, while the damage wasn't as severe in Carroll County, take a look at this video right here out of Lynchburg last night. They also got severe weather in that area. You can hear just how heavy that rain was coming down. Again, heavy rain in Lynchburg. No reports of any injuries either in Carroll County or here in the Lynchburg area.